Hello everybody, welcome back to another But the Go to It Minecraft tutorial video. This is the Minecraft SS France 1910 rigging tutorial, part 1. So, as you know, I have completed the entirety of the interior for SS France. Here I have the prototype. So, yeah, I've got all the wheelhouse done. Everything is all nicely done. Hooray. I like how it turned out. I love how it turned out. However, there is still a bit more that can be done with the ship, which Richlarrousse has allowed me to do. So one of those things, which was planned from the beginning really, was the rigging on it. So I have the rigging laid out here on the prototype. Um, and it'll be a two-part tutorial. So I'll do like the mast rigging in this part, and then next part, which comes on Friday, I'll do the funnels and overhead wires. So if you're wondering why that hull is white, that's because Rain is currently converting it into the hospital ship France. So obviously she hasn't finished, but that's that. So on Monday will probably be part 1 of the hospital ship conversion. Hopefully there's only one part, but I think Rain did plan on making some interior changes too, which might spill over into a part 2. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and get started here on the front, just in the prow here. And I'm just using black stained glass, but you can use black stained glass panes, cobwebs, whatever you want really. But just to make things easy for me, I've just used black stained glass. So we'll go to the very front here, and on this top block we'll add 1. Going diagonal, we'll add 1 again, make that too long. And on top of that we'll add 1, 2, 3, and then 2 on top of that. On top of that last corner we'll add 1, 2, 3, 4. This is kind of where it splits off into 2 different sections. So we'll go to the second block behind that and add 1 on top. And go diagonal 1. And then 2 there. And actually 1 there as well. So 1, 2, and then 2 like that. And then add 2 more, 2 more, and then 1, 2, 3. All connecting at the corners. And now we'll kind of just work on this top one. So I add a 1 on that corner there. And then going diagonal, we'll add 1 more. And then 2. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 individual ones diagonally, and then a 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and that should connect up where your mast. I don't even know what to call these. I forget. I don't know what they're called. Little T-shaped things. It should meet there. Coming back down here, we'll go ahead and get the second line down here. So we have the 3 blocks sticking out here. We'll change this to, we'll add on the corner 1, 2, and then add 2 after that. And then 1, 2, 3, and then 2 after that. And then 1, 2, 3, and then 2. And then 1, 2, 3, and then 2. And then 1, 2, 3, and then 2. And 1, 2, 3, and then 2. So that's what is that, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of 3 and then 2. And then we have 1, 2, and then a 2, like this. And then 1, 2, 3, and then a 2. 1, 2, 3, and a 2. And then finally 1, 2 right there. I don't think they realize this. So we have this 4 right here above the anchor crane. So in addition to that, we'll add 1, and then 2 rows, 2 sets of 2 really, and then 1, and then 2 sets of 2 again, 1, and then a single set of 2, And just kind of continue this pattern all the way up there. So I'll kind of count them as we go along. So you got 1, 2 sets of 2, 1, 2 sets of 2, 1, 2 sets of 2, 1, and then a single set of 2. So I think it's really just like a 1, 2, 3 sets of 2, and then a single row of 2. And then 1, 2 rows of 2, 1, 2 rows of 2, 1, single row of 2 there. So it's 2 sets of 2, and then 1. And 1, 2 rows of 2, and then 1. That should connect onto the third block down right there. So there's that bit done. I'll go ahead and get this. We'll get the crane done. And by the way, everything I do on this side is the exact same on the other side. So I've only laid out one side just to make things easier. So for your cargo crane here, you're going to go to the second block back, add 1, and then a set of 2, and then 1, 1, and then a set of 2, and 1, instead of 2, and then 1, 1, instead of 2. And this is also another pattern. It just kind of goes like 1, and then over 2, 1, 1, and then over 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, all the way up. So 1, instead of 2, 1, 1, instead of 2, 1, a set of 2, 1, 1, a set of 2, and then 1. That should connect them onto the corner right there. Alright, I'll get this other crane arm then. So go from back here and go to the second block forward. I'll add 1 there, and this kind of goes in a bit of an odd shape. It kind of goes forward and inward. So we get 2 like that, and then 1. I think this is almost all the way. So got 1 like that, and then 2 more like that, and 1, and 1, 2, 1. And after that 1, we're just going to want to go inward by 1, and up by 1, of course. So got 1 there, and then forward and up by 1. And going diagonal again, we'll place 2, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1. That should connect up with the side of your mast right there. Which it does for me, obviously. So, let's see, we'll go down to here. So this is kind of in line. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th block back from this mast mast crane arm. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's go to the very outer edge right here next to the iron bars. So place 1 there. And then going diagonal, inward 1 like that, place 1. And actually 1 next to that as well. Just kind of do this. And then above that, we'll place 1 there, and then also 1 going forward. Make that 2 blocks tall. And then on top of, or next to that, we'll add 1 on the corner there. Then add 2 on top of that. And then 1 right on top of that corner. So this is where it splits off into its various sections again. So get this shorter one first. So go from this row of 2 right here, and go into the whole diagonal thing again. Place 2, and then 2 again. And then going inwards, just inwards, we'll place 1. Going diagonal again, we'll place 2. And then going inwards, we'll place 1. And going forwards, we'll place another 1. And then going inwards, we'll place 1, 2. And then diagonal, we place 1. And then inwards, we place 2. Diagonal, we go 1, 2. Diagonal 2 again. And then also add just 1 kind of right here next to that row of 2. Just kind of morphs with the other rigging line there. So, moving on, we'll go from this, you kind of have this mess of an area right here. So it's really next to this set of 2 right there. We'll add 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And then going diagonal, this one is on the same level as this top one here. We'll add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then on the inside of that, go to the second block down and add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. Now, since this kind of splits off into 2 lines that are very close to each other, it does get kind of wacky. So on the second block down, we'll add another one right there on the front. And then also 1 diagonal right there. And then from this diagonal one, going inwards, we'll place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. And then on the second block down, still on the inside, we'll place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now on the third block down from there, on the front end, we'll place 1 like that. And then going diagonal inwards, we'll place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And on the fifth block down, we'll place 1 on the outer edge there. Just a second. And then on the third block down, going on the inside, we'll place 1 like that. And going forward, we'll place 1, 2. And then also going back, we have 1 there, just kind of makes this empty space right here. Yay. And it'll just get a little complex up here. So I'll just kind of work on the one line at a time now. So from that block, we'll go diagonal and forward, we'll place 1, 2, 3. And then going inwards, we'll place 1, 2, 3, and then 1. And then going forwards, we'll place 1, 2, 3. And then going inwards, place 1, 2, 3, 4. And then going diagonally, we'll place 1, 2, 3, 4. And then inwards, place 1, 2. Forwards, we got 2. And then inward, we have 2 more. And that should connect up again with your little mast area here. So, there's all that. And then this is the other line here. I'll add that. So you go down to this lone row of 2 here, where I said this little slice was. And so if you go to this single block here, forward 1, then out 1, we place 1, 2, 3. Then inwards, we'll place 1. And forwards, we'll place 1, 2, 3. And then inwards, we'll place 1, 2, 3. And then going diagonally, we'll place 1, 2, 3. Inwards, we'll place 1, 2, 3. Bit of lag there. And then forwards, we place 1. And inward, we place 1, 2. So that is all the forward mast rigging. So I'll get those other lines that connect to it in part 2. So fly over to the stern now and get the stern mast rigging done. Should be a bit simpler. And just a little bit. So, we'll actually start with this very back area. So in this corner here, very back edge of the ship, I'll place 1 there. Now this is all just a straight line going up to on the center. So from there, I'll really just count it. It's constantly going diagonally. So place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sections of 2 there, and then 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sections of 2 again, and place 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sections of 2, and then 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 again. I'll place 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 1. And that should connect up with your beam across here, which I am missing a block for. Alright, so there's that bit done. And then if you come down to the skylight here above the first class smoking room, we'll go ahead and go to the block in front. Skin reset. I'll just do all. There we go. So go to the block in front of the skylight. So go on this block here and go all the way out to the edge of this deck house, really. And that's where we'll place our first block. And then make that 2 blocks tall. And then on the going inwards, I'll place a row 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks up. And then 1. And then changing directions, we're going forwards again. So back to confusing stuff, really. I'll place 1 in front of that, and then also bring that down by 1 block. And then on top of this, we'll also kind of keep pushing this inward. We'll place 1, 2, and then make a really, it's just a 2 by 3, really, like that. And then do it again, going inward. So just place 1, 2, 3, like that. Just on the line there. And then place one more on top of that. This is on like the outer portion of it. And then going, this is where it splits off into two lines again. So going diagonal, or well, inwards, we'll place 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, like that. And then forwards we place 1. And then inwards we place 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3. And going forward, we place 1. And then inward, we place 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2. That should connect up with the rest there. So just a bit more to do here. I basically go to this row 2 by 3 set. And going inward, we'll place 1, 2, just like that. And then going forward, we'll place 1. Going inward, we'll place 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2. And 1, 2, 3 again. And this part goes diagonally. So going diagonally, place 1, 2, 3. And then inwards, we'll place 1, 2 more. And that should connect up with the side of your mast right there. Which it does for me, obviously, as you can see. So just a few more lines to do, really. I do something a bit easier on the center block here. So if you go to your skylights for your turbine engine casing, and you go to the block in the very back. This is the very back of the ship, so go to the block back here. Place our first block, and you're going to want to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 individual blocks, and then place 2 up like that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more. And that should connect up with your mast there. So I just got 2 more lines really, and then we'll actually I might be able to do a tad bit more this part, a bit more on the front, because I'm only at what, 17 minutes. So now you should have this like 2 by 3. Not even sure what is it. It might be a vent of some sort. I think it probably is. But basically go on this block here in the middle of the vent. It's the block in front of these 2 vents behind that. This first class staircase. Or no, this isn't the first class staircase. That's the first class lounge. Go in front of these vents here. And on this block right here, on the very outside, place 1 there. And then behind that, place 1, 2 up. And then going diagonally backwards now, we'll place 1 there. And then make that 2 blocks long. On top of all of that, we'll add 1, 2, 3, 4. So, then on top of, I'll get this bottom one, I guess. So, we'll just go on the third block back. I'll place 1 there, just for now. I'll get the rest later. But if you go from this end of the 4, and going diagonally, we'll place 1 there and make that 3 blocks long. And then go diagonally again, we'll place 2 there. And then going just up, we'll place 2 more right there. Then diagonally, we'll place 1, 2. And then just up again, we'll place 1. Diagonally, we place 1, 2. And this is actually just inwards, not up, not diagonally. And then up, we have 1, 2. And going diagonally again, we place 1, 2 right there. And bringing it back, we got 1, 2, or up, I guess. And then inwards, we place 1. And then forwards, or well, I guess backwards and up. Directions on this are not very clear, but you just kind of have to watch and follow along. We place 2 there. And diagonally, we place 1, 2. And up, we have 1, 2. Then diagonally, we have 1, 2, 3. And then we have diagonally again, we got 1, 2. And going up again, place 1, 2. And then diagonally, place 1, 2 again. That should line up with that bit there. So just got 1 more line to do for this mast here. And just gonna Alright, so if you go back to this single block we made sticking up here, we're going to go diagonally, or no, not diagonally, going backwards and up, place 1, And then diagonally, we place 1. And then going up, we place 1, 2, and then 1 again right there. And then going diagonally, we place 1, and then 1, 2, just going back. And then inwards, we just place 1. And then going up, we place 1, 2, 3 there. Diagonally, we place 1, 2, and then up, we place 1. Inward or diagonally, we'll place 1. And then going back, we place 1, and then 1, 2 right there. And diagonally again, place 1. And then up, place 1, 2, 3. And then inwards, we place 1. And then up, we place 1, 2. Diagonally, we place 1. Upwards, we place 1, 2, and then 1. Diagonally, we place 1. Upwards, we place 1, and then 2. Diagonally, place 1. And then finally, going back, we place 1 more. That should connect up with your mast again, right underneath that beam. So I'm at 21 minutes now, so I think I can get this forward mast rigging done at the very least. So it's just a bit of the rigging that goes from the top of the funnel to the mast itself. So if you go to the tip of the funnel here, it's just on the center line. So place 2 going back from there. And then this is just going up and forward. So just do 2 sets of 2 like that. 1, 2, 2, 2 sets of 2. And then 1, 2, 3. And then another set of 2. And then 1, 2, 3. And a single set of 2. 1, 2, 3. And then 2 sets of 2. 1, 2, 3. 1 set of 2. 1, 2, 3. 1 set of 2 again. 1, 2, 3. 1 set of 2 again. 1, 2, 3. And then finally, to finish it off, we add 2 sets of 2 there. Should connect up with your mast. And if it doesn't match up, you can always just add a few blocks or whatever. So, there's the mast rigging done, except for the overhead beam. So what you could do, I guess I will do now, is copy all this mast rigging over to the other side. However, be careful. If you have interior and you're copy flipping and pasting, you're going to want to be careful not to accidentally copy flip and paste your interior work. And paste. Okay, there's all that mast done. I think that was just everything over on that side. Yes, it was. So flying back over to the stern area. Get this stuff out of the way. So go from there up to here. I should go there in the middle. So do copy, flip right, and paste. And there's all that rigging done. And then finally this bit back here. From there to there. And we'll stand in the middle and do copy, flip right, and paste. And there's that bit done. So that's all the mast rigging done. So part 2, which will be on Friday, will be the rest of the rigging. It'll be the 4 funnels and the overhead wires. So tomorrow, as for tomorrow's video, I'm sure you know by now it is the tutorial marathon month thing. So tomorrow's video will be the SS Ludomentis exterior tutorial, part 2. So that will be dealing with the superstructure. We're dealing with more of the superstructure, really. Yeah. And then so it'll be Wednesday tomorrow, and then same with Thursday will be part 3, and then Friday will be the second part of the rigging tutorials. Saturday will be Ludomentis again, likely Sunday as well. SS France is just gonna stay on a constant, Tuesday, Friday schedule until it's all done. Everything. So, yeah. That's really it for this video. So hopefully I will see you guys in the next one. So, bye for now.